Yes, students, let us first of all discuss that which numbers are rational numbers and which numbers are irrational numbers. Now, if you look at the rational numbers, all integers are rational numbers. All the positive, negative, zero, they are all rational numbers. All the terminating decimals are rational numbers. Terminating decimals like 0.5, 0.2, which do not keep on continuing. They end at some place. Those type of decimals, terminating decimals are the rational numbers. Non-terminating and non and repeating decimals. The decimals which keep on repeating, either one number or two numbers keep on repeating. Like if I say 0.666 or if I write like this, these are the repeating decimals और जितने भी repeating decimals हैं, they are rational numbers. Similarly, the non-repeating and non-repeating decimals, non-terminating and non-repeating decimals are irrational numbers. Like if I write this way, 21, 221, 221 like this, मैं अपने आप कितने सारे irrational numbers बना सकती हूँ any time. So what I'm doing here, I'm just writing the numbers which are not repeating. So by this way, I can write infinitely many irrational numbers. The square roots of non-perfect squares, they are also irrational number. Like I have written root 2, root 3, root 4 I have not written. Root 4 जो है वो irrational number नहीं है. Why? Root 4 क्या होता है? 2 और 2 क्या है? Integer, and integers are always rational numbers. So the square root of perfect square are rational numbers, but square root of non-perfect square जो perfect squares नहीं है, they are all irrational number. I have not written root 9 because root 9 is 3 and 3 is a rational number. This one. जैसे हम square root के लिए कर रहे हैं, same thing is for cube root. That is the cube roots of non-perfect cubes. They are all irrational numbers. ये perfect cube नहीं है. Like I have not written 8 raised to power 1 by 3 because I know that 8 raised to power 1 by 3 is 2. And what is 2? 2 is a integer and integers are rational numbers. So we can take all the non-perfect cubes. The cube root of non-perfect cubes, they are all irrational numbers. Just as we have talked about square root and cube root, same way we can talk about other roots also. 4 raised to power 1 by 4, 4 raised to power 1 by 5, all these are also irrational numbers because they are not integers. So whenever we have to find out whether a number is rational or irrational, these points must be kept in mind. Okay students, let's do some properties of rational and irrational numbers. Rational minus irrational is always irrational. For example, if I take that is 2 is the rational number. If I subtract irrational number from here, then it is irrational. Rational minus irrational is always irrational. Rational plus irrational, that is always irrational. तो ये भी क्या होगा? Irrational. Rational में अगर irrational add करते हैं, the answer is always irrational. Then comes irrational plus irrational can be irrational or it can be rational. For example, that जैसे 2 plus root 3 क्या है? Irrational number, isn't it? And if I add another irrational number to it, what is the answer? It is 4. It is rational. And if I add root 3 plus root 7, irrational, and this is irrational, आंसर क्या है? रूट 3 प्लस रूट 7, दोनों को ऐड नहीं कर सकते, ये आंसर भी क्या है? irrational. So when you are adding two irrational numbers, the answer can be rational, the answer can be irrational also, so that you have to check. Negative of irrational number is irrational. Suppose root 3 irrational number है, उसके आगे negative लगा दें, then this is also irrational number. Then you have irrational minus irrational, that can be irrational, that can be rational. The same way, that is if you have 2 plus root 3 and if you subtract, that is minus 2 plus root 3, ये भी irrational है और ये भी irrational है. If you subtract irrational from irrational, what is the answer? Answer is 4, which is rational. And if you have root 3 minus root 7, irrational, the answer will be root 3 minus root 7, which is irrational. So when you are adding two rationals, answer can be rational or irrational. Similarly, when you are subtracting two irrationals, answer can be rational, answer can be irrational. That you have to check. Rational into irrational is always irrational. So ये एक रैशनल नंबर है. जब हम उसको मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं किसी इरेशनल नंबर से, then the answer is always irrational. So ये जो नंबर हमें मिला है, that is irrational. Whenever rational is multiplied by irrational, answer is always irrational. Then comes rational over irrational. Rational over irrational is also irrational. These are for understanding, for knowledge, but in our exercise we will not take them for granted. We will be proving them, why it is rational, why it is irrational. Now you just have to understand and remember. How can we check? By looking whether it is rational or irrational. Then irrational over irrational, that is also irrational. So these are the basic properties of rational and irrational which you need to remember. Okay students, now come to exercise 1C. The first question is, some numbers have been given to us. We have to check which numbers are the rational and which are irrational. Second question is also the same. Which numbers are rational and which are irrational? The method, the concept of doing both the questions is same. Now see the first question. First number is 5. 5 is an integer. Second number is root 4. Root 4 को अगर हम evaluate करें, answer will be 2. Cube root of 8 इसको evaluate करें, answer will be 2. So that means 5, 2 and 2, they are integers, and integers are always rational numbers. That means ये तीनों क्या हैं? Rational number. 3.146 जो decimal point कहीं पे खत्म हो जाता है, that is terminating decimal, and terminating decimal is also a rational number. Now see here, in this decimal there is a bar. This type of decimal is known as non-terminating and repeating decimal, because here this number 6 keeps on repeating. This type of decimal is also rational number. Where there is a bar, that is a rational number. 9/14 का हमें पता नहीं है कि ये rational है कि irrational, तो हमने इसको decimal में convert किया. When we converted into decimal, it came out to be non-terminating, non-repeating. Non-terminating and non-repeating decimals are always irrational. This is the square root of non-perfect square, irrational. Pi क्या होता है? 22/7. It is irrational. We have done that. Root 5 क्या है? Irrational. Negative of irrational, that is also irrational. So this is also irrational. Cube root of 3 is irrational. Root 6 क्या है? Irrational. When you multiply it with any number, answer will again be irrational. तो ये irrational numbers नहीं है. If you see here, this is actually this is 20, then it is 220, then it is 220. तो ये repeating नहीं है. 20 है, उसके बाद भी 20 आना चाहिए अगर it should be non-terminating and repeating. But the numbers are changing. First of all, it is 20, then it is 220, then it is 220. That means the numbers are changing and it is increasing continuously. So that means this is non-terminating and non-repeating. It is irrational. Now 2/√3. Rational over irrational is irrational. Rational 2 integer है, ये rational है. √3 irrational है. Rational over irrational is again irrational. What about 22/7? इसको find out करने के लिए we divided it. We got this value which is non-terminating and non-repeating. Hence this is also irrational. So only these were the rational numbers. This whole are the irrational numbers. Come to the second question. The same. We have to check whether they are rational or not. ये क्या है? Integer. Integer क्या होता है? Rational number. What is root of 25? Square root of perfect square. It is integer, rational number. 0 is rational. अब इसका -3/5 you convert it into decimal, answer comes out to be 0.6. तो ये सारे क्या हैं, इंटीजर्स, इसलिए रैशनल हैं. दिस इज टर्मिनेटिंग डेसिमल, therefore it is rational. 2.4 bar, what is this? This is non-terminating and repeating decimal. So again it is a rational number. This is square root of non-perfect square, irrational. Pi is irrational. Then cube root of 5 is irrational. Root 3 irrational है, तो उसका नेगेटिव भी क्या होगा, irrational. Yes students, now we will study how we can plot irrational numbers on number line. You don't have to take any graph paper for this. You have to plot them a number line. On the answer sheet only, what do you need? You need a pencil, a scale and a compass. Now how are we going to do it? We will start with root 2. We will start with root 2. We will plot this, then it will be more clear. Now first of all, what is 2? We have to write 2 as the sum of two squares. इसको हमने लिखना है as the sum of two squares जिसमें एक 1 हो. Like I can write it as 1 square plus 1 square. 2 can be written. So how I will plot it? First of all, I make a number line. You can make a little bit big number line in order to make it more clear. A number line. Now 2 I have to plot. So I have taken -1, 0, 1 and 2. I make this line with the help of scale, then arrows with the help of scale. Then from the scale, by taking 1 centimeter each, I have plotted these points. आपने या 1 centimeter ले लो, 2 centimeter ले लो, but the distance should be same between them. There is no need to plot the other points. These many points are enough. Now take this one. एक 1 हम छोड़ेंगे. This one we will take. With the help of compass, you make 90-degree angle at 1. All of you know how to make 90-degree angle at 1 with the help of compass. So this thing. Let us take this point as O, this point as A. So what I have done, why I have made it at 1? क्योंकि एक 1 को छोड़ के जो दूसरा नंबर है, that is 1. 1 को छोड़ के जो दूसरा नंबर 1 है, that means at this place 1, we will make a 90-degree angle with the help of compass. Now with point A as center, जितना हमने ये distance लिया है, I have taken this distance as how much? 1 centimeter. So 1 centimeter का radius लेके with point A as center, I make an arc here, so that this distance is 1. जैसे ये 1 है, उतने ही distance का हमने यहाँ पर arc लगाया है, which means that the length of OA and OB is same as 1 centimeter. Then I join this OB. Now ये 1 है, ये 1 है. See here, this is 1, this is 1. Then by Pythagoras theorem, this will be how much? Root 2. Now we have to plot it on the number line. Keep the compass here. Stretch your pencil at B and then draw an arc. So keep the compass here, stretch your pencil and then draw an arc with OB as radius. OB को radius लेके, O को center लेके, draw an arc. The point where it touches, that is the value of root 2. So hence we have plotted that is root 2. Now similarly we have to plot root 3. Now how can we plot root 3? Let me plot it here only. So first of all, how can we write this root 3 as a sum of two squares? I can write it like this. 3 can be written as 1 square and plus root 2 square. So how are we going to do it? First of all, let us take the numbers here at So I have taken the numbers on the number line at a distance of 1 centimeter. तो हमें अब ये root 2 चाहिए. root 2 कैसे बनाएंगे? Not by this. First of all, हमने root 2 बनाना है just like this. Same way. So how I made, I'm repeating it again. 1 पे पहले हम √2 बनाएंगे, 90 डिग्री एंगल बनाया, isn't it? We have taken this point as O, this as A. With this point as center हमने एक आर्क लगाया था, जितना ये डिस्टेंस है उतने डिस्टेंस का. Then we join this OB. Then with O as center, OB as radius, we have drawn an arc, isn't it? But here there is no need to draw an arc. Why? Because हमने √2 को प्लॉट नहीं करना है, हमने √3 को प्लॉट करना है. अब हमारे पास ये लाइन कितनी आ गई है? √2. We have to find √3. So how we can find √3? ये जो OB है, you extend it little bit more. Extend it little bit more. Now with the help of compass, you make 90 degree at this point B. 90 degree कैसे बनाएंगे? With the compass, make an arc, then this and this. So with the help of compass, we make an 90 degree at the point B. पहले हमने √2 बनाया, ये 1 था √2. हमने यहाँ पर √2 प्लॉट किया. हम यहाँ पर प्लॉट नहीं कर रहे क्योंकि हमें √2 को प्लॉट नहीं करना है. We have to plot √3. Now we make 90 degree with the help of compass at B. ये डिस्टेंस है 1, यहाँ पर हमने 1 का आर्क लगाया. Now with B as center again you make an arc of radius 1 centimeter. जैसे ये 1 centimeter था, OA, AB, and now this BC, each of them is 1 centimeter. Then you join this OC with the help of compass with O as center and OC as radius. You make an arc. It will touch somewhere here, and that point will be the value of √3. So what we have done, I am drawing it rough, but you have to draw it with the pencil, with compass, then it will be more clear. हमने OC को join किया. With O as center and OC as radius, draw an arc. It will meet the line at some point. That point will be √3. So this is how we plot the point √3. Okay, students, now let's plot the next numbers. We have √6, which is an irrational number. √10 also is an irrational number. √6 को हमने प्लॉट करना है. What is 6? We know that it is 1 square and plus √5 square. 1 square and plus √5 square. Now let us see how we can plot these numbers. Same way. तो 6 को प्लॉट करने के लिए पहले हमें √5 को प्लॉट करना पड़ेगा. Now what is 5? 5 is 1 square and plus 2 square. So जैसे √3 को प्लॉट करने के लिए we have plotted √2 first. Similarly, to plot √6, we will have to plot √5. 5, how we will plot? We write it as the sum of 2 squares, so that one is 1, other is 2. So we make a graph. Can take this 0, 1, 2, and 3. There is no need of other points. We have plotted in such a way so that each distance is 1 centimeter. अब 1 को छोड़ के हमारे पास यहाँ पर नंबर क्या है? 2. So we will take 2. We will draw a 90 degree at this point 2, and we take this as the point A. We draw 90 degree at the point 2. Now see here, this distance is how much? 2 centimeter. But with 2 as center, we make an arc of radius 1 centimeter. Let this point be B. This AB is how much? 1 centimeter. You can take this point as O. So ये 2 centimeter है, ये 1 centimeter है. Now we join this OB. So if you get a right angle triangle, this is 1, this is 2, and this is 90 degree, then this will be √5. तो ये हमारे पास √5 आ गया है. Now we don't have to plot √5. अगर हमें √5 प्लॉट करना होता, then with O as center and B as OB as radius, when we draw an arc, we will get √5. But हमने प्लॉट करना है √6. So how we will plot √6? The same way as we have done for √3. You make 90 degree angle at B. What do? We make 90 degree angle at B. With B as center, we make an arc of radius 1 centimeter. ये जो BC है, that is also 1 centimeter. Now we join this OC. We join this OC with O as center and OC as radius. We draw an arc and it will touch the number line at some point. That point will be √6. तो पहले हमने बनाया √5, उसके बाद we make 90 degree at B, 1 centimeter arc, we join it and hence we get the point √6 on the number line. How to plot the point √10 on the number line? The same way. What is 10? 10 is 1 square plus, that is 3 square. So that means we will have to plot. Let us see how we can plot. So we have 0, 1, 2 and 4. Let us take this as point as O. अब 1 को छोड़ के यहाँ पर number क्या है? 3. So we will make 90 degree angle at the point 3. We will make 90 degree. I am just making the rough figure. With the help of scale, you can make it more clearly. Let us take this as the point A. With this point as center, you have to make an arc so that this AB is 1 centimeter. जितना हमने ये distance लिया है, उतने distance का we have to make this. अगर ये distance 1 centimeter है, this should also be 1 centimeter. Then we join this OB. Now this is 3, this is 1. So this is our √10. With O as center and OB as radius, when you draw an arc, it will meet here at some point. That point will be √10. So this is the way we plot √10. We don't have to take any graph paper. On the answer sheet, with the help of scale and compass, you have to plot these points. Here students, come to the next question. We are given some numbers and we have to check whether they are rational or irrational. Just as we have done the previous question, same way we are going to do that. If you see the first number, 3 is what? Rational. 3 क्या है? Rational. √5 क्या है? Irrational. And rational plus irrational is always irrational. So it means 3 plus √5 is an irrational number. If you take the second, this is rational, this is irrational, so hence its sum will be irrational. Same way. So that is rational plus irrational, answer will be irrational. Third, whenever you 5 क्या है? Integer. Whenever you multiply a rational into irrational number, answer is always irrational. So this is irrational. Fourth, negative of irrational number, that is also irrational. Fifth part, irrational over rational, that is irrational. Directly we can write the answer. Sixth part, rational over irrational, that is also irrational number. Directly we can write. What about the seventh part? Seventh part we have to evaluate. It is of this type, that is A plus B, A minus B. So when you solve it, it is A square minus B square. 9 minus 3, which is 6, which is an integer, and integer is a rational number. So out of all these numbers, only the last number is rational, rest all are irrational numbers. Here students, come to an important question. You have to prove that √5 is an irrational number. This is a theoretical type of question. So we will be using the concept of contradiction here. We will assume that √5 is a rational number. Then we will arrive at result which is wrong. From there we will conclude if the result is wrong, that means our assumption is wrong. That means √5 is an irrational number. So the proof of this question is little bit different that you have not done before. So this is the way we prove the theorems. First of all, we assume something, then we prove it wrong, and hence we derive the result. The method that we will apply here to prove √5 is an irrational number, same method we apply for other type of numbers like √2, √3, √7, √13, root 17 like this. So same method will be applied. Let us see how we can prove it. First we write here, let us assume that root 5 is a rational number. Now if we have assumed this thing, if this root 5 is a rational number, therefore root 5 can be written as p by q. We are using the definition of rational number. अगर कोई नंबर रैशनल नंबर है तो हम उसको कैसे लिख सकते हैं? p by q, where p and q both are integers and they have only one factor in common, that is 1. So इसकी कंडीशन क्या होती है? p and q दोनों इंटीजर हैं and their common factor is what? That is 1. But obviously this q is not equal to 0. This q is not equal to 0. Now let us do the squaring on both the sides. So that means 25 q square, that is, this is not 25, this is square is 5. 5q square is equal to p square. Let us take this as the first equation. So दोनों को square किया, we are getting this. Now what is this? This is a multiple of 5. So therefore 5, it divides 5q square. Why this 5 divides 5q square? Because it is a multiple of 5 and 5 will divide the multiple of 5q square. If 5 divides the left hand side, that means 5 divides the right hand side also. अगर वो left hand side को divide कर रहा है, it divides right hand side also. Now here we will use the result that if 5 divides p square, then 5 divides p. यहाँ पर हमने कौन सा result use किया? There is no need to write it in the answer, but you can use it. That is, what is the result we have used? That if x is any prime number, x is any prime number and a is any natural number which is greater than 1, which is greater than 1. If x divides a square, that means x divides a. So ये वाला रिजल्ट हमने यूज किया है. अगर कोई प्राइम नंबर डिवाइड करता है स्क्वायर ऑफ नेचुरल नंबर, then it will divide the number also. Is that clear? There is no need to write the result. You can just remember it. Let us take this as the second. Now 5 divides p. What does that imply? It implies जब हम p को 5 के साथ divide करते हैं, the remainder is 0. So let the quotient in this case be m. So let us use the division algorithm. Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient. अगर 5 p को divide करता है, that means p is a multiple of 5. And what is this m here? It is an integer. Do the squaring on both the sides. We get this thing. Now we substitute it here. So this first equation implies that 5q square is 25m square. We can cancel 5 on both the sides. That is, q square is equal to 5m square. This thing we are getting. Now again, ये क्या है? Multiple of 5 and 5 will divide the multiple of 5. 5 divides 5m square because it is a multiple of 5. अगर 5 right hand side को divide कर रहा है, that means 5 divides the left hand side also. It will divide q square. Now we are using the same result. If there is a prime number which divides a square of natural number, that means it divides the number also. So there is no need to write the result directly. We can use the result in the answer. Now what do we conclude from second and third? What do we conclude from second and third? From second and third we conclude 5 एक number है जो p को भी divide करता है और q को भी divide करता है. That is 5 divides p and q. यहाँ पर हमने assume किया था कि p और q को सिर्फ एक ही नंबर डिवाइड करता है 1, लेकिन हमारे पास क्या आया है that 5 is a number which divides p, which divides q. So what is this? This is a contradiction. हमें गलत result मिल गया. So what does that imply? It implies that our assumption is wrong. जो हमने assume किया था कि root 5 एक rational number है, that assumption is wrong. Therefore, root 5 is an irrational number. जो नंबर रैशनल नहीं होता वो नंबर क्या होता है? irrational, which means that root 5 is a rational number. Now by this way, same way you can prove root 2, root 3, root 7, root 13, etc. All these numbers also as rational numbers. In exam any number can come, so in the same way you have to prove it. But if you're getting the numbers like this, root 6, root 10, root 15, root 21, then a little bit same type of method is there, but little bit difference comes. Let us see how it is there. In the same way I will prove it. Let me remove this 5. Then let us see how we can prove if suppose out of these any number come. We will be using the same. Let us take root 6. Suppose the question is that you have to prove that root 6 is an irrational number. The same way we will prove, let us assume that root 6 is a rational number. Same way, अगर ये rational number है, that means it can be written as p by q, where p and q are integers and their common factor is 1. Square both the sides, 6 is equal to this, 6q square is equal to p square, isn't it? ये क्या है ना, यहाँ पर हम ये लिखेंगे that 6 divides this. Why? Because यहाँ पर जो हमने result use किया है, that is for prime number. If a prime number divides a square of natural number, then prime number divides the natural number. So here we can't use 6. This is the difference in this root 5 and root 6. Now you know that what is 6? 6 is 2 into 3. So out of 2 or 3 you can use any one prime number, that is our choice. Let us take 2. Now this is a multiple of 6. 2 will always divide the multiple of 6. 3 भी ले सकते हैं, 2 भी ले सकते हैं, it is our choice. Out of these two any one you can take. अगर 2 6 square को divide करता है, left side को divide करता है, that means it divides the right hand side also. So remember, for root 6 we can't follow the same procedure as root 5 because here we need prime number, so we have to take either 2 or 3. So if 2 divides p square, that means 2 divides p. Same way, now अगर 2 p को divide करता है, that means p is a multiple of 2. Let us suppose that 2p is 2 into m, where m is any integer. Do the squaring on both the sides. P square will be 4m square. So again, अब ये जो p की value है, we substitute it in the first equation. We get 6q square is equal to 4m square. Cancel. We get 3q square is equal to 2m square. Same thing we are getting. Now take here. This 2, it divides 2m square. Why 2 divides 2m square? Because it is a multiple of 2. If 2 divides right hand side, that means 2 will divide left hand side. It means 2 divides left hand side. अब यहाँ पर हमने एक नया result use किया है. What is that result? If x is a prime number, if x is a prime number and a and b are any natural numbers which are greater than 1, x divides the product. This implies x divides a or x divides b. x कोई prime number है. It divides the product of two natural numbers. Then either x divides a or x divides b. So 2 divides 3q square. What does that imply? It implies that 2 divides 3 or 2 divides q square. 2 divides 3 or 2 divides q square. But 2 does not divide 3. 2 3 को divide नहीं करता है. So that means we will not write this thing. We will directly write that 2 divides q square. There is no need to write this result or anything. This is just for remembering. 2 does not divide 3. That means 2 divides q square. Then using the same result, if 2 divides q square, that means 2 divides q. 2 divides q. So what do you conclude from the second and third result? We get that 2 is a number which divides p and q, which is a contradiction because we have assumed that p and q have only one factor common. Our assumption is wrong. That means root 6 is an irrational number. So same way you can prove for root 10, root 15, root 10. 10 क्या होता है 2 into 5. Out of 2 and 5 you can take any number. 15 होता है 3 into 5. In 3 and 5 you can take any number. Students, come to the ninth question where we have to prove that root 3 plus root 7 is an irrational number. Whenever these type of question comes, many questions can be made out of this. You can have that is or it can be like this: 2 by root 3 is an irrational number, or the question can be 2 into root 3, or the question can be root 3 minus root 2 over root 5. Anyway, there can be many questions that can be made from here. You don't have to solve the way as it is solved in the book. These type of questions generally come for 4 marks, so we need the full proof. How we can do it? हमें पता है root 3 भी irrational है, root 7 भी irrational है. So first step is you have to prove either of them. कोई इनमें से किसी एक को आपने irrational prove करना है, the way we have done just now, the whole theoretical method. So either root 3, let us suppose you are taking root 3. You prove that root 3 is an irrational number. So अगर irrational number है, that means जो दूसरा है उसको प्रूव करने की जरूरत नहीं है, उसको हम लिखेंगे सिमिलरली root 7 is also an irrational number. उसके बाद since sum of two irrational numbers is irrational, this means root 3 plus root 7 is irrational. So this is the way you have to do, then only you will get 4 marks. If the proof is not written, then marks will not be given. अगर इस तरह का question है, then how we will do? We know that root 3 is irrational. So when you multiply rational with the irrational, answer will be irrational. Means whenever this type of question comes, you have to give the proof of the irrational number properly. जो भी एक का proof लिखना है, if you are using more than one irrational numbers, you will write similarly the other number is also irrational number. Yes, the next question is you have to insert irrational numbers. First of all, you always have to read the question carefully, whether you have to insert irrational numbers or you have to insert rational numbers. You just have to see what type of numbers are given. जैसे first part में square roots दिए हैं, second part में whole numbers दिए हैं, third part में fractions दिए हैं. So इन टाइप्स में आप irrational number कैसे insert करोगे? You have to see the method properly. So when square roots are given, what is the first step? You find out what is the square of 14, square root of 14, and what is the square root of 19? It is 90. Now between 14, ये जो हमने squares find out किए हैं, you will write all the numbers between them which are not perfect square. Like 15 is not a perfect square. 16 perfect square है, वो नहीं लिखेंगे. 17 and then 18. Why we have not written 16 here? Because 16 is a perfect square. ये लिखा. Now take the square root on all these numbers. Now see here, अगर a b से smaller है तो उसका square root भी उससे smaller होगा. So hence I have written this in one step only. पहले हमने उनको square करना है, then we write the numbers between them which are not perfect square. That's why I have not written 16, because 16 is a perfect square. So hence we have got 3 irrational numbers between root 14 and root 19, and what are they? Root 15, root 17 and root 18. So जब भी हमारे पास स्क्वायर रूट गिवन है और हमने इरेशनल नंबर इंसर्ट करना है. फाइंड द स्क्वायर्स एंड देन write the numbers which are not perfect square. Come to the second part. Its method is also same. Find out the square of 5. It is 25. Find out the square of 6. That is 36. Now between 25 and 36 you will write any number which is not perfect square. I can write 26, 27, 28. I can also write 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. जो भी perfect square नहीं है, that I have written. So that means same will be the relation between their squares. You can write in the same step. You can write it in the different step. So what is this? This is 5. This is root 26. If you want, you can take the value out and write it proper. This is 2 root 7. And this is 6. Hence we have got 3 irrational numbers between 5 and 6. What is the method? पहले square करना है, then we have to write the numbers, any number between them which is not a perfect square. But suppose you have these type of fractions and then you have to insert irrational numbers between them, then we don't follow this method. We follow other method. What is that? First of all, find the decimal representation of this. It is 0.5. Then find the decimal representation of 0. This thing. Let us find out. It is 1 and 3. So it is 3910, 3910. So that means it is 333 and going on. Then how do we write the 3 irrational numbers between them? Then there is a special method of writing. You have to write a number. जैसे ये 0.5 है, ये 0.3 है, इनके बीच में क्या नंबर आएगा? 0.4. So 0.4 को लेके we can make many irrational numbers. 0.5 और 0.3 के बीच में 0.4 आ गया. We can make like this: 440, 440 and so on. ये irrational number है where numbers are not repeating. दूसरा हम ऐसे बना सकते हैं 441, 441 and so on. Then you can make like this 42, 442. So ये जो आंसर है ये सबका वेरी करेगा because there are infinitely many irrational number. हम जैसे मर्जी बना लें. Like I have taken 0.40, you can take 4, 1, 2, 3, any number. Just we have to make sure that they are not repeating. So this is the way to find irrational numbers between square roots, whole numbers and the fractions. So any type can come in exam. Here students, come to the next exercise. Here the first question is we have to rationalize the given expressions. It is not that we always rationalize the denominator. Sometimes we rationalize the numerator also. But here we are rationalizing the denominator. Now why we are rationalizing denominator? You can see here in the first part, second part, third part, we are having square roots in the denominator. There should not be any square root in denominator. So if a square root comes, then how we can remove a square root from the denominator? Only by rationalizing. So if you have this type of expression where we have only root in the denominator, how we rationalize? By multiplying and dividing by the same root and then cancelling the final answer in the simplest term. If you have this type of expression, how do we remove the square root? We multiply the numerator and denominator by the same type of expression, but the sign is opposite. If we have plus here, then we will multiply and divide by minus. यहाँ पर हमने multiply किया. Now see the denominator, it is a plus b, a minus b. So what will be the answer? A square minus b square. And in the numerator, a minus b, so we apply the formula a square plus b square minus 2 into a into b. 3 square 9. Now what is 2 root 2? 2 root 2 means this thing. See here, 2 into 2 is 4. Root 2 into root 2 is 2. That means the answer is 8. So this answer is 8. 2 3 is 6, 4 is 12, root 2 ये 8 है, and hence we are getting this answer 9 minus 8 is 1, and this is the answer. If you look at this expression, we are having two roots, root 5 and root 3. What we have done, it is our choice. एक root को हम जैसे how do we multiply? We multiply with the same expression but with opposite sign. So we will not put negative in both. We will have to make only one negative. So what do? We keep only root 3 negative. We keep 1 plus root 5 as it is, and we multiply. We keep a plus b है, यहाँ पर हम किससे multiply करें? a minus b. So a plus b into a minus b is what? a square minus b square. ये है a और ये है b. So this is a, this is b. It will be a square minus b square. Now again we are left with root in the denominator. जब हमने solve किया, how we solve it? a plus a square plus b square plus 2ab. We are again left with root in the denominator. So that means we again have to rationalize it. Because we should not have a root in the denominator, we multiply with the same expression but with negative sign. Now a plus b, a minus b. What is 2 root 5 into 2 root 5? That is 4 into 5, 20. What about the numerator? 1 into 3 minus 2 root 5. Root 5 into this. What is root 5 into 3? Root 5 into 2 root 5 is what? 10. When you multiply root 5 into 2 root 5, what is the answer? It is 2 into 5, which is 10. This is the answer, 10. Then comes root 3 into 2 root 5. Root 3 into root 5 is root 50. Now root 5 can only be added in root 5. Root 3 can be added only in root 3. Root 15 can be added in root 15. So this is the final answer. They cannot be added among themselves. Yes, students, come to the 16th question. These type of questions comes most frequently in exam. We are given this question. The question is, you have to find the value of this expression. Now, whenever in exam any number can come, like we are having root 5, root 3, anything can come. There are two ways of solving. First is this method, the second is this method. What is the first method? यहाँ पर हमारे पास डिनोमिनेटर में रूट है, तो हम इस फ्रैक्शन को रैशनलाइज करें, इस फ्रैक्शन को रैशनलाइज करें, उसके बाद ऐड करें. Now पहले हमने ये फ्रैक्शन लिया. How do we rationalize? We will multiply the denominator with the same expression but with opposite sign. Root 5 minus root 3, multiply it with root 5 plus root 3. And hence you get the answer. यहाँ पर भी multiply करो, root 5 into root 5, 5. Then this is root 5 into root 3, and hence you get this expression. Now see here, from the numerator, when you take 2 common, it cancel. What will be left? 4 by 2, 8 by 2, 4, and this 2 cancel this much. Similarly, I rationalize the second expression. That is multiplying with the same but with opposite sign. Multiply the numerator. Then a plus b, a minus b, a square minus b square. From the numerator, you can take 2 common. How do I take 2 common? Like this. If I take 2 common, 4 minus root 15 by 2, then this 2 cancel and we are left with this. Same way I have got this. When you take 2 common, you will get this answer. अब इस एक्सप्रेशन का ये आंसर यहाँ पर लिखा, इस फ्रैक्शन का ये आंसर यहाँ पे लिखा, root 15. This is root 15. They cancel, and what is left with us? 8. This is one method. You rationalize one, rationalize second, and then you add. What is the second method? Second method is you directly add. जैसे हमारे पास दो fractions हैं, इनको हम add कैसे करते हैं? It is a into d plus b into c over b into d. This is the way we add. Same way we do here. A into d plus b into c over this. Now here a plus b, apply the formula. A square root 5 का square 5, root 3 का square 3, then 2ab, 2 into root 5 into root 3. What is root 5 into root 3? Root 15. Similarly here, a minus b into a minus b, a square plus b square minus 2ab. Now this plus 2 root 15 minus 2 root 15 will cancel. 8 plus 8 is 16. This is a plus b, a minus b. A square minus b square, that is 2, and hence the answer is 8. So it is your choice. In the exam you can do the question by any method that you want. Come to the next question. These type of questions are also quite common. We are given that x is 4 minus root 15 and we have to find the value of x square plus 1 by x square. Now many students, what they do in exams, in place of x they write 4 minus root 15 and then they do square and add. That is quite lengthy and difficult. So what is the easiest way? Whenever you are given square root and you have to find x square plus 1 by x square, first of all you should find out 1 by x. What is 1 by x? It is 1 minus 4 root 15. Now you are having ये x है, हमने 1 by x find out किया. जब भी हमारे पास root denominator में है, then you always have to rationalize. And how do we rationalize? By multiplying it with the same type of expression but with opposite sign. So hence what you are getting here, this is a plus b, a minus b, a square minus b square, 4 plus root 15, 16 minus 15, and the answer is 4 plus root 15. Now the question is, we have to find out x square plus 1 by x square. How can we get? Now you know that what is 1 plus 1 by x whole square. You know this formula in expansions chapter we have done. It is a square plus b square plus 2 into a into b. What is x? X is 4 minus root 15. What is 1 by x? 4 plus root 15. Then this we have to calculate. And this is 2. Root 15 cancel. 4 plus 4 is 8. This is 2. So 64. This is x square plus 1 by x square plus 2. 64 minus 2, which implies 62 is x square plus 1 by x square. So these type of questions are very easy. Whenever you come across this type of question, don't directly substitute the value of x. First of all, look for the formula that can be applied. Then the solution becomes very easy. Here students, come to this question. This question is not given in the book, but it has come many a times. Important question. It is written, prove that root 10 is an irrational number and hence show that 2 by root 10 is also irrational. Now root 10 is an irrational number. You can show it by the usual method. Root 10 is an irrational number. You have to prove it. You have already done the method of proving this. You have already done the method. You have to prove it. Which method? Let us suppose that root 10 is a rational number. Us method say you can prove it. Hence you have to show, but when this type of next part comes, hence show that 2 by root 10 is also irrational. How we going to show it? Now for this part you have to prove it, and this will be again in the same way. Now how to prove it? We write this way. Let root 2 by root 10 be a rational number. Let this be a rational number or rational number. So we can write it in this way also. Let root 2 by root 10 be equal to r, where this r is a rational number. So अगर हमारे पास इस तरह से क्वेश्चन आता है कि prove that root 10 is irrational, उसके बाद hence show that 2 by root 10 is also irrational, then this part has to be proved properly. How we prove it? Let us suppose this is a rational number और इसकी value r है. Then what do? We will keep irrational number on one side, rest everything on the other side. तो root 10 को हमने एक साइड रखा, बाकी सब इधर रख लिया. Is that clear? Now 2 is rational, r is rational. That means 2 by r is what? It is a rational number. It is a rational number. Numerator rational है, denominator rational है, तो ये क्या हो गया? Rational number. अगर लेफ्ट हैंड साइड रैशनल है, दैट मीन्स राइट हैंड साइड is also rational, but this is a contradiction. Why? Because just now we have proved that root 10, इसके ऊपर हमने प्रूव किया है कि root 10 is because root 10 is an irrational number. So ये contradiction हो गई. Hence our supposition is wrong. This means that 2 by root 10, it is an irrational number. So whenever you come across this type of question, you have to prove it in this way. पहले उसको rational suppose किया, उसके बाद take all the irrational numbers on one side, rest everything on the other side, and then prove it. ये rational है तो ये भी rational है, but ये irrational है, contradiction, hence the supposition is wrong, which means 2 by root 10 is an irrational number.